Hi Sarah, how are you doing over there?
Hello Toby, I'm good actually. Though the weather is somehow funny this morning, but all the same, I'm good. How are you over there in Nigeria?
I'm good, thanks.
Awesome. So can you tell our viewers at home what we have for them on today's program?
With all pleasure. A good day to you our viewers and lovely fans all over the world. My name is Toby, and I'll be the host for today's special.
And I am Sarah. I must hint you our viewers that you'll surely love what we have in store for you on today's program. So Toby, what do you have for us?
Today's program is all about you and your health. We will be sharing some tips on the kind of foods that we need to avoid in our daily diet to avoid diabetes or control it.
We will try as much as possible to make it brief and precise.
First of all, I'd like to talk about diabetes. What is diabetes? Diabetes is a disease that occurs when your blood glucose, also called blood sugar, is too high.
The blood glucose is your main source of energy, and it comes from the food you eat. Insulin, a hormone made by pancreas, helps glucose from your food get into your cells to be used for energy. Sometimes, your body doesn't make enough or any insulin, or doesn't use insulin well. Glucose then stays in your blood and doesn't reach your cells.
Over time, having too much glucose in your blood can cause health problems. Although diabetes has no cure, you can take steps to manage it or avoid it and stay healthy. So, we will be taking a look at the foods that people with diabetes should avoid, and provide some tips on good dietary options after this short break.
Don't go nowhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back to You and Your Health Today, a program brought to you by Eureka Bliss. Today we are talking about diabetes, the foods to eat and the ones to avoid.
Number 1 is carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates are an important source of energy, but a person with diabetes should be careful when choosing which carbohydrate to eat, and how to spread them evenly throughout the day. Carbohydrates directly affect blood glucose levels more than other nutrients. The body breaks starches and sugar down into glucose.
A person with diabetes does not have to avoid carbohydrates totally, but they need to be sure they are eating the right kind.
So James, what are the kind of carbohydrates to avoid?
Baked foods made with highly processed white flour, sweets, candies, and any foods with added sugar, white breads and cereals. The body does not break fiber down in the same way as other carbohydrates, so it does not raise blood sugar levels as quickly. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains provide healthy carbohydrates. They provide energy, fiber, and nutrients, such as vitamins and minerals.
People with diabetes should limit or avoid white bread, bagels, tortillas, cakes, muffins and other baked foods containing white flour. White rice, white pasta, cereals, crackers, and pretzels that contain added sugar and no whole grains.
Healthy grains to eat include brown rice or wild rice, barley, quinoa, oatmeal, amaranth, millet, high-fiber cereals that contain at least 5 grams of fiber per serving, whole grain sprouted bread that contains at least 3 grams of fiber per serving. Fiber is a healthier carbohydrate that people should eat every day. People with diabetes should limit the amount of sugar that they consume, and pay careful attention to their intake of starch.
Proteins to avoid or limit include red meat, such as beef, pork and lamb, breaded, fried and high-sodium meats, processed meats such as bacon, hot dogs, and deli meats, ribs and other fatty cuts of meat, poultry with skin on, deep-fried fish. Proteins to eat include beans, lentils, nuts, soy products, tofu, fish, seafood, poultry without the skin, and eggs.
Dairy foods to avoid or limit include whole milk, full-fat yogurt, full-fat cottage cheese, full-fat cheese, full-fat sour cream, full-fat ice cream, sweetened yogurts, milk-based drinks with added sugar. Dairy products to eat include reduced fat or fat-free foods, 1%, 2% or skim milk, low-fat plain yogurt, low-fat cottage cheese, low-fat sour cream. Can you tell us about the fruits and vegetables, Sarah?
With all pleasure, James. Fruits and vegetables provide fiber, vitamins and minerals. These foods can help a person manage their body weight and reduce their risk of stroke, heart disease, some cancers and other chronic diseases. People with diabetes should take care when consuming the following: fruit juice, dried fruit, salt and sodium, fruit salad. But it is best to avoid or limit the following: dried fruit with added sugar, canned fruit with sugar syrup, jam, jelly, sweetened apple sauce, fruit drinks and fruit juices, pickles that contain sugar or salt.
What about the fats to limit or avoid?
Butter, lard, certain oils such as palm oil, cream-based dressings or dips, full-fat mayonnaise, French fries, breaded and battered foods, potato chips, many pre-made meals, burgers and most fast foods, many solid dressings.
And finally, sugars.
Foods that are high in include donuts, baked foods such as croissants, breakfast pastries, cakes and cookies, pizza dough, many sauces and condiments, table sugar, agave nectar and other sweeteners, maple and other syrups, desserts and candy bars, pre-made fruit-flavored yogurts, sodas, sweetened ices, tea and lemonade, flavored coffee drinks, chocolate drinks. While some alcoholic beverages may contain carbohydrates and added sugars, people should limit their consumption of alcoholic beverages, especially beet, alcoholic fruit drinks, dessert wines and sweet mixers.
Now on to the tips for you, our viewers. 1. Check blood sugar first thing in the morning and 2 hours after at least one meal a day.
2. Spread food intake across 3 meals a day with 2 or 3 snacks.
3. Eat variety of foods.
5. Eat a reasonable portion, around 1 cup or less, of starch at every meal.
6. Only drink 1 cup of milk at a time to avoid blood sugar spikes.
7. Limit fat and cholesterol if consuming a higher carbohydrate diet.
8. Always eat breakfast, and ensure that it contains whole grains, as these will help manage blood sugar and prevent overeating.
9. Limit or avoid all products with added sugar, including syrups.
10. Be sincere with yourself and ensure your faith in God remains strong. And that will be all on today's program of You and Your Health, brought to you by Eureka Bliss. Thank you, Sarah, for being a part of today's program. Any final note for our viewers?
Thanks for having me, Toby. It's really a pleasure to contribute to something as blessed as this. And finally, to you, our viewers, please do ensure you adhere to healthy instructions, and know for a certainty that we love you with the love of Christ. So from me to you, bye-bye for now. See you next week by God's grace.
Thanks for watching this episode. Please subscribe to this channel to help us grow so as to reach more people across the globe. My name is Toby. See you next week by God's grace.